Hey guys, welcome to another story time with your favorite whore. Real quick, I want to talk about a club I went to. I actually only went there for a day and I refused to ever go back. I talked about it a little bit on my TikTok. I don't want to say what club it was. If you know me in person and I told you, let's leave it at that. But it's for my YouTube channel. I won't be saying any specific names. So yeah, I tried this club when I was going around trying new clubs and reviewing them. I went to this one, I think it was on a Saturday. So I go in, I want to say around 3 or 4. I didn't even have to audition, they just let me start working. So it was perfect. I was excited. This club, my first, I guess, impression of it was really small and it was in a really weird location. So I was like, okay, this is a little hood, but whatever, I can make it work. So I go and he told me that I can go put on my first outfit in the dressing room. So the dressing room in that club is very weird, first of all. It's a skinny little hallway and it's connected to the DJ booth. So I go in and right away I see a girl wasted, like out of her mind. And I was a little worried about my stuff because I didn't know if she was gonna steal my stuff and I didn't know if she was gonna throw up all over my stuff. And I knew she was gonna throw up eventually. So I ended up putting my stuff way on the corner. I hurried up and I changed out and I go to the floor. So they put me on stage and right away I got some guys that wanted me. So they invited me over to their table. And I want to say at their table, there was like 5 or 6 guys. So I was like, okay. And I was hanging out with them for a while. And then they called me up on stage again. So at the same time, they asked me if I wanted something to drink. And I was like, yeah, I'll take something. My go-to drink is a Sex on the Beach. So I was like, I'll take a Sex on the Beach. Usually, you know, we are supposed to get our own drinks or we're supposed to get it straight from the bar or straight from the waitress because you just never know. But everything just happened so fast and he insisted on getting me the drink himself and he was gonna bring it to me after my stage. So right from there, I was already suspicious. And I was like, I don't like that because I want to get my own drink, you know? But I did my stage. After my stage, I went back with them and my drink was already there. So I sit down and it got very uncomfortable for me and I felt like they were all watching me. They kept asking me if I was gonna drink my drink and I was just taking little baby sips and they just kept looking at me every sip. There was one guy in specific that was literally just staring at me. So I just felt very uncomfortable and I felt like they might have put something in my drink. I don't know if they did, but I didn't like that. So I told them I was gonna go to the back and freshen up. I took my drink and I dumped it. So before I walk into the dressing room though to freshen up, I opened the door to the dressing room and right away it smells disgusting, like so sour. And I knew right away that it was the girl. I knew she threw up. But the thing was that I didn't see it. I could not see the throw up. And I was looking everywhere and I was like, where did she throw up? So as I'm over here trying to figure it out, holding my breath because it stank so bad, out falls a girl from the DJ booth into the dressing room. And the DJ starts freaking out and he was all yelling at her and he was like, you threw up on me, blah, blah, blah. Turns out she was giving him head in the DJ booth and she threw up on him, all over him. And it was just, the fact that I was witnessing that was very disturbing. Right from there, I pretty much knew that I wasn't gonna come back. But it doesn't end there. I want to say I lasted at that club for 5 or 6 hours. I ended up leaving at 7, I want to say, or 8. There was only a few girls in there. Like, there couldn't be more than 5. So yeah, we were just working. The girl that threw up in the dressing room was still there. So as I was getting ready to leave for the night, the girl that had threw up on the DJ, she started talking to me, and I guess you could say she kind of opened up. She told me some very disturbing things. She basically told me that she sells herself and her dad is her pimp. So she told me that he basically takes her to the malls and sells her off. I found out that she had just turned 18. She was dancing at that club before she turned 18. She was dancing there when she was 17. Her telling me all that honestly broke my heart, because I couldn't imagine being only 18 and being in a situation like that, and only knowing that life and not being able to get out of it. And honestly, what hurt me more was the fact that I couldn't help her. And I don't know, it's just very sad. You know, you see a lot of crazy things in these clubs. You see a lot of drugs. And listen, let me just say that I am nobody to judge. But I personally do not do drugs. I smoke weed. I love weed. But there are so many drugs in the club. There's a lot of cocaine everywhere. I don't even do cocaine, okay? I barely even drink. Honestly, I'll drink like 1 or 2 sex on the beach. I don't like to get drunk. I like to get stoned out of my mind, okay? I definitely don't recommend dancing to anyone under 21. You have to have a very strong head on your shoulders. It is very dangerous and scary. And like I said, I just don't recommend it. I don't recommend dancing in general, and especially not to anyone under 21. So I actually feel like most clubs nowadays are 21 and up, which is good. But the amount of underage girls I've met in the clubs is scary, because I just feel like 18-year-old strippers are babies. But that is today's story time. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my videos and just supporting me in general. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next week with another story time.